Welcome back, LayerX Bulls, to the official LayerX YouTube channel. It's been a few weeks since the last time I was able to sit down with you all and get you all up to date with all the recent things that have happened in the LayerX ecosystem. From one of the biggest updates to the Taikai platform we've seen to date, with some very large industry-leading players using the Taikai platform, to some other updates to the BPro platform in anticipation for mass adoption. So let's waste no time at all, because we have plenty to cover in today's episode of the Rapid Fire News Recap series. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host of Constar, and let's jump straight into it, shall we? As always, starting out with the more broad LayerX outlook before we delve into the individual products. We're going to kick today's episode off with the unveiling of the new Probably Something Space on X. The new and shiny evolution of the LayerX Talks and BPro Talk series, the best X space for growth, innovation, and diverse perspectives. The LayerX team is looking to bring industry-leading speakers and projects together to explore a diverse range of topics. So, I'm sure we can expect an announcement regarding the first edition of the new Probably Something X Space in the not-so-distant future. So, stay tuned. Next up, we also had a new episode of the Team Spotlight series, this time featuring our social media and community manager, Georgia. And in this episode of the Team Spotlight series, we get to learn a bit more about Georgia's Web3 journey starting at DevCon, as well as some of her insights into running a Web3 community. She's also addicted to traveling, to say the least. To quote Georgia directly from the Spotlight, "I've been from Peru to Tunisia, from the USA to Germany, visiting 21 countries so far, some of them multiple times. My next adventure is likely to be Thailand for DevCon 7. And I have no doubt in my mind that she'll be representing the LayerX gang while she's out there." We've also got a new content series being released on the official LayerX blog page, the new Behind the Handle series. A series similar to the Team Spotlight series, only more focused on our beloved community members. And now I was very, very lucky to have been reached out to by the LayerX team to feature as the first community member in the new Behind the Handle series, and I was honoured to take them up on their offer. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about my personal background and how I got into the Web3 space and ended up here on the LayerX YouTube channel, then the new Behind the Handle series is the place to go. But that's enough about me and Georgia. Let's delve straight into the Taikai platform, as we will go more in depth into later on in the video. The Taikai platform is really starting to garner some rather large clientele within the blockchain space. And it's more crucial now than ever that we have the most professional and easily accessible tools on the market. And that's why we've seen the release of Taikai version 3.18, one of our biggest, if not the biggest update to the Taikai platform to date, including, but not limited to, improved user control with session management, a new following feed, the ability to connect your X account to your Taikai account, new quests within the new point system, the ability to track your progress with the user points leaderboard, many new social features like follow and be followed, a new activity feed, more multilingual support, and some other small bug fixes, performance tweaks, and back-end improvements. Like we've said many times before here on the LayerX YouTube channel, the LayerX team is creating the groundwork for mass adoption of all the LayerX products, ensuring that we have the most professional and easily accessible platforms on the market with all the bells and whistles. Additions that might not seem massive at first, but later down the line will pay dividends immensely in terms of user adoption. We want users of the LayerX products to have a flawless experience while using the platforms. And as we just mentioned, that the Taikai platform is starting to garner some rather large clientele, you may be interested to know that the Taikai tokens have been listed on Uniswap, but on the base chain. And yet another hint to a potential partnership we may see later down the line. Obviously nothing official, but it is a fact that the LayerX team have a very, very healthy relationship with the base team. And before we jump into all of the hackathons that have been happening on the Taikai platform, the LayerX team has also got for you 2 new Taikai related blog posts. The first being how hackathons drive growth in Web3 ecosystems, and the other 7 use cases for crypto tokens beyond currency. It's very important to remember that as the cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem continues to mature, we're really starting to go beyond that simple cryptocurrency as a form of exchange. And as the blockchain space gets more and more sophisticated as time goes on, it's ever more important that you continue to expand your mind and continue learning about all of the new interesting things that are happening within the blockchain space, as it will put you leaps and bounds ahead of your peers. I highly suggest you check out these new articles, especially the 7 use cases for crypto tokens. But now, let's talk about all of the hackathons that have been happening within the Taikai platform. And whilst the amount of money that is being distributed through the Taikai platform is absolutely immense, I want you to have the Taikai Garden in the back of your mind when I read out the sheer amount of potential projects that are being born of these hackathons. Because when you start to understand this concept, the path to mass adoption for the LayerX ecosystem almost seems a guarantee. So let's start out with the OutSystems Build for the Future Hackathon 2024. 268 individual participants with 36 distinct and unique projects, with a $17,500 prize pool. We had the LATAM On-Chain Open Hack Hackathon, sponsored by none other than Base. And I'm sure that's just a coincidence. 101 individual participants with 10 projects, $12,500 prize pool. We also had another Cassini Hackathon, which, by the way, if you're not familiar with the Cassini organization, they're certainly a big one. And I really suggest you check them out because they are a massive enterprise. So, the Cassini Environment and Green Transition Hackathon with 363 participants and 28 projects. $9,000 prize pool, as well as 6 months mentoring from experts within the space field. It's not just money up for grabs within the Taikai platform. We also had NFT Brazil, 54 participants, 4 projects with $2,000 up for grabs. And now these last 5 hackathons have now been completely finished and all of their rewards been distributed. Starting out with the massive Level Up Hackathon by Ethereum Argentina. 302 participants, 56 projects, and $54,000 up for grabs. Absolutely insane. ETH Bolivia 2024, 121 participants, 31 projects, $2,000 up for grabs. Nerdathon by no one other than Polkadot. 34 participants, 12 projects, $5,000. Another industry-leading player within the space using incredible. We also had Buildathon ETH Uruguay. 128 participants, 28 projects, $1,200 up for grabs. And last but certainly not least, we had the ICP Hacker Lab with 18 participants and 7 unique projects with $10,000 up for grabs. So we covered Base, Polkadot, and ICP, and that doesn't even include all of the other sponsors of the other hackathons. There's so many other massive projects that are involved within the Taikai platform if you just take the time to go and look at some of the sponsors. So some very, very exciting things happening within the Taikai platform. And once the Taikai Garden is fully up and running, the LayerX ecosystem is going to go absolutely nuts. All of these projects that are born during these hackathons will have a chance to mature into a fully fledged business that will be able to take advantage of the BPro platform. Very, very exciting things coming up for the LayerX ecosystem in the coming months, no doubt. But talking about the BPro platform, let's delve straight into it. Despite the BPro platform technically being at a very mature state, the development continues. BPro version 2.29 and 2.30 are live, with fine-tuned notifications, task subscriptions, comment replies, and options for single/multiple winners of the task bounties. Plus, many UI and UX tweaks and bug fixes to help keep things smooth. We also had some of the features that were rolled out in the new Taikai version also being applied to the BPro platform. Things like the ability to connect your X account, explore the new following feed to stay up to date with your favorite creators, as well as multilingual support. And now to me, this shows the efficiency of how things work over with the LayerX development team. They are able to develop features for one product and simply apply them to the other, which makes updating both of the individual products so much faster, which is absolutely fantastic. And now, some of you may not know that there is still plenty of BPro up for grabs on the BPro platform, with 6 open tasks with over $3,000 up for grabs. 2 of the main tasks with the larger bounties are an analysis of the builder ecosystem across the most prominent blockchains with a bounty of 1.5 million BPro. And the other one is more related to the developers among you. Implement Polygon and multi-chain support on the live Dual platform with a bounty of 2.85 million BPro. Many of you are far more talented than you realise. And I'm confident that anyone watching this video would be able to claim the bounty for the analysis of the builder ecosystem. So waste no time and get to work. And to finish off the BPro section of the video, I'd like to discuss one of the potential roadblocks that may be getting in the way of adoption of the BPro product from the more Web 2 traditional user base. And it's very simple. Education. Those of us that have been in the Web3 space for a while may take for granted that we already know a lot of this terminology and are quite familiar with using Web3 based products in general. But this is a luxury the vast majority of the population do not have. And the LayerX team is continuing to solve this very problem with a new article titled DAOs and the Future of Work. Those of us that are already very familiar with the BPro platform understand just how powerful this tool can be and how much potential BPro has in terms of being a freelance marketplace of users' projects. But that's because we put in the painstaking hours of research to understand the space. Now you can go to one article and fast track your knowledge into what exactly the future of work may look like. To give you a sneak peek, the world of work is rapidly changing, and with the rise of blockchain technology, a new model of employment and collaboration is emerging. Decentralized, autonomous organizations, or DAOs, are at the forefront of this transformation, offering individuals the opportunity to work together on a global scale without the need for traditional corporate structures. In this article, we'll explore the world of DAOs and how they are revolutionizing the way we work and collaborate. An absolutely fantastic read. If you know anyone that may benefit from this article, I highly suggest you share it with them, because it might just blow their mind. And to close off the video, what's coming? As we head into the final quarter of the year, we're excited about big developments ahead. Between new Taikai Garden features, building new partnerships, and ramping up our content, there's still much to be accomplished in 2024, and we're eager to share every step of the journey with you. The LayerX ecosystem, thanks to the Taikai platform, is continuing to grow at a steady pace, and with the upcoming Taikai Garden, things are truly going to get exponential for all of the products within the LayerX ecosystem. Specifically for BPro, as we've been saying, all it will take is a few very key partnerships in order to get this exponential ball rolling, because once it starts, there's no stopping it. And that's not even taking into consideration the new wave of people looking to get into the Web3 space with the upcoming bull run. The future is very, very bright for the LayerX ecosystem, and I'm happy you're all on this journey with me. And that just about does it for everything that's happened in recent times for the LayerX ecosystem. As always, if you have any questions in relation to anything that we've covered in today's video, or any questions in general regarding the LayerX ecosystem as a whole, please feel free to reach out to either myself over on my channel, any of the LayerX team members in the official LayerX Discord, or any of our devout and beloved community members in the official LayerX Telegram group. And with that, I'll see you soon, LayerX Balls.